Hey y'all, it's afternoon on Friday the 17th of June. Yes. I wonder if I should close that window behind me. Wait a minute. Too darn much glare. I'll remember to keep that one closed. Mercy. Even though it's only 91 degrees here, at least that's what it says on my phone, we're under a heat advisory, which means beware of heat stroke. Yep. And I'm just hiding in my little critter cabinet here, my mobile home. And I've been going through comments and reading because I just like to. Let me adjust this a little bit. I'm OCD, remember? That's why I have no hair. Yeah, that looks straighter. So I'm reading comments, and God bless you guys. I know that some of you are really nervous about what I've done. She's sold her house, she sold her car, she's lost her mind, she's gonna end up homeless in the streets. Do you know what I'm really afraid of? Having to deal with all this stuff in this massive heat. That's what I'm upset about. I called Rachel today. I was really upset about losing that van from last night, and she said, Mom, if that van doesn't fall into your lap, it doesn't belong to you. She said, the universe has got your back, and you're going to know which van is yours because it's just going to come to you like that. It's your van and nobody else's. I made lemonade. So I'm going to go with that. I have a real problem with faith in anything. I guess because quit umming. I hate that when people or and now I'm doing it. So I don't want you to be scared for me. Look, the worst possible thing that could happen to me is I'll have to sleep on my kid's living room floor, and I don't wanna. It would just be temporary. Oh, there goes that again. I'm not worried. I get impatient. That's me all over. I get angry. I get sad. But it's things that are completely out of my control, like my man's gone. That sucks. It sucks. Boy, do I miss him lately. I mean, summertime was the time that we'd go all over the place. Like, we had favorite spots, that we'd go. North Conway, New Hampshire being our most favorite spot. And on our way there, we would take Route 2 west across Maine. Was it west? Or was it east? And I'm thinking west. Oh, heck, I don't know. We take Route 2 from, I think we'd leave, go through Skowhegan, and I'm thinking. I don't know. We'd end up in Wilton, Maine. Wilton, Maine. We loved Wilton, Maine. There was this cute little antique shop. I bet you it's not there anymore. And then there was another one after that. And he'd stop at each and every one, and he'd look for stuff to buy for reselling, because he'd gotten good at what he did and what he knew. And, boy, we had a good time. We'd have a picnic down by the river. We'd go swimming at some of the cold spring-fed ponds. Woo! They are cold, let me tell you. There's one in Jefferson, New Hampshire that will ice you right over, I swear. I tried going in it, and I was like, ugh! I mean, it was like ice water. I kid you not. Well, with the warming up of everything, maybe it's not so cold anymore. It was only $1 to get in. Yeah. But most of the time, we tried to pick free places, like, what's the name of that? Twin Mountains, which was really actually the real name of it was Carroll, New Hampshire. Anyway, there was a little pond there. Take a little side road. There's no sign to it, so you have to find it. And it was the city swimming hole. And that was a lot of fun. We'd go there. Cherry Hill Road, I think, had a river. And that, I think, was also in that general Bretton Woods area. Bretton Woods is a big resort area. And then we just travel from North Conway through Bartlett, New Hampshire, and there were antique stores there. He always would say, going away for a few days, but we got to pay for it, which meant he was going to be stopping at antique shops looking for stuff. Really, like my son Dennis said to me the other day, he said, Mom, I think that was his way of saying I'm stopping at antique shops. On the way. Oh, he always got his way. He was Dennis, after all. And so there was this town of Bethlehem, New Hampshire. And they had some great little antique shops there. As a matter of fact, he bought a bunch of crosses, sterling silver crosses. They were big. They had stones. I still have a couple of them. I bet you they're packed away in the heat of the summer. I don't know what's going to be left of my stuff. Some things just can't really take the heat, but they're out there somewhere, packed in a box. Lordy, I really should maybe, I don't know, you're fighting two things, intense heat and intense humidity, both of which destroys things. It destroys the paper. And of course, there's, the silverfish eating the material right off of my books, and the cockroaches do the same, and they leave all that poop behind. Oh, it's lovely to have to go through that. But, wow, it is hot in here in this living room right now because I'm only running the two end unit ACs. There's one right there, the big one, but I have it off because you can't really, it's like, so Dennis hated that. He wanted central AC, which just blows air and makes no noise because the machine's outside. We still have the HVAC, but the vent pipes got, they just disintegrated from years of heat and animals and what have you. Boy, is my throat dry. I'm not even taking drugs and my throat's dry. Well, I did have meloxicam last night, but it looks like I'm going to have to take a Flexeril to go with it. I canceled my Monday appointment with my chiropractor because Michael can't celebrate Father's Day Sunday. It's Monday that he can do it. And I had an appointment Monday that I've waited 3 weeks for, but I canceled it anyway because it's the first Father's Day with Dennis being gone, Dennis Sr. And it's gonna be 90 degrees and 77% humidity. We're going to the beach, which is probably gonna feel like a steam bath. I'll just stay in the water the whole time, just like lay back and then go, save me, because it's going to be like bath water, Nothing like New England lakes where you get in and it's like, whew, I love that. I miss home so much. I don't know. I'm just hurting deep inside, It's not like Dennis enjoyed any of the Father's Days in the last 6 years. Bless his heart, but he did like to be remembered. It's going to be a somber Sunday for me. Well, anyway. Looks like I'm going to have to run all 3 AC units from here on in. Wow, it feels oppressive just in my living room. Come with me. Let's see what the temperature is in the hallway without that unit there on. Dun dun dun, dun dun dun. Can you see the numbers? 76. Is that 76? Yes, indeedy do. 76 in the hallway. But it isn't just 76, okay? you can feel the heat from the ceiling. You could just feel the heat that's pounding down on your metal roof. And it fills it with, like, you almost feel like you can't breathe. It's an awful feeling, truly. Holy moly. I just put up the current U.S. temperature readings map. I'm going to take this down, this, what do you call this thing? Tripod, right. And we'll look at the map together. So here it is on my computer, and you'll see the, like, little wavy things because that's what that does. Now, let's see here. In Maine, it's 74, but it has that orangey tint, which means the humidity is probably really high. Of course, we are 91 down here where I'm at, and I don't know. What is that? Wait a minute. Georgia. Is that Alabama? And then comes... Where's Arkansas? Oh, I'm just awful at this stuff. See, I never... When we homeschooled, Dennis taught geography. I don't know my rear end from my elbow. So, wow, look at this. Where is that? Is that Nevada? I'll bet you. And California's looking mighty good. 54, 56, and even 64 and 72 down there at the end. I'd be hanging out there. Ooh, 54 and 56 up in Oregon and Washington. I do know that area. Idaho. But it's starting to have that, you know. I wonder if any of the forest fires have been breaking loose. Wow, it just looks cooking, doesn't it? See, the Great Lakes even are hot. That's not good. Wow, I don't know if there'll be any escape from the heat this year. Oh no! Where am I gonna hide? Walmart. There's always McDonald's. McDonald's is my kind of place. So yeah, I'd probably be hanging out in... Even New Hampshire's too hot. Oof. It's gonna be one heck of a summer, eh? Yeah. I'm sorry I forgot to say that's my story, and I'm sticking to it in one of my previous videos. I was in a hurry. I was on 33 minutes, and I only had so many minutes left. And what happens is if you make your video too long when there's not enough space in your phone, I'm going to do what Chrome talked about. In one of his older videos, he talks about, you know, how to do your YouTube channel. And he has a dedicated phone just for videos. That makes sense to me. I think that I'm going to consider that as soon as I have some money and can buy a new phone. I also want to ditch this ancient piece of crap and get myself one of them little iPad thingies. Yeah. Somebody's sending me a message. Whatever. What was I saying? It's hot. Yeah. I ain't stepping outside. I stepped outside early, though, about 1:30 to go and collect my mail. And it was extremely oppressive, but I was like, hey, I'm walking and I'm still upright. It was pretty, I don't know what to call it. It feels like being, like, those t-shirt things, kind of like one of them steam iron thing. Never mind. So yeah, that's it. And I got my 10 postcards done today, and I watched several videos for Rachel's benefit, and boy, am I lost when it comes to setting up like a business. What do they call it? I don't know. Like there's LLCs and an S Corp, and there's a C Corp, but some states won't allow a C Corp. There are nonprofits. There are... Mercy. She needs a lawyer. I just, no. So then I was reading about, when I was reading about that, I'll do a separate video on what I found. It's Very disturbing stuff about how the rich do things. Very disturbing. They only pay, like, the person who pays the top income taxes is Elon Musk at like 3.74%. But over the same period of time from 2014 to 2018, the average 40-year-old in this country paid 95% of their income to taxes. I found that extremely disturbing. Yeah. My poor son Dennis is one of those because he doesn't have any deductions but himself. At least Mike has a couple deductions, you know. I think that helps. Yeah. Okay. All right, well, yeah, I'll probably make a separate video on, you know, how it just ain't fair, like it's going to make any difference. But, you know, when politicians are a lot of those rich that are using these IRS laws, they're not going to change the rules. No. So, do everything you can in your power to pay as little as humanly possible. They have write-offs, like baseball teams. Baseball team, you can write off baseball team as a loss. Football, what have you. I guess you'd like find the worst team possible. And all right, we'll buy that team, and that way that'll give us a deduction of blah blah blah. Please don't be afraid for me. I know you're scared for me. I know you think I'm gonna like crisp up on the sidewalk somewhere, like be laying in my van at 120-degree heat going, help! And maybe I will be. I would not sit in a van in a parking lot. That's like the silliest thing I could possibly think of. I'm going to go find the nearest ocean, the nearest lake, the nearest pond, a yard sprinkler. Hey, Francis, there's some crazy old lady jumping around in her sprinkler in the yard. Dare me. Oh, I'm sorry. If they came out, I'm sorry. I thought this was my cousin Elward. That must be a few houses down. Bye. Never mind. We used to jump pools. When we came across country, we were having a heat wave in, I think, 87. And we were crossing the Midwest. And we couldn't use the air conditioner because it was overheating the little car we were driving. So we would, every half hour, we'd pull off an exit where there were hotels, good size ones. We would get out, jump right into the pool, and swim around for 10, 15 minutes, get soaking wet, get back in the car, and drive another half hour to an hour, depending on how hot you were. And that's how we got across the Midwest in a heat wave. You didn't pay for that hotel. You shouldn't have done that. You could have asked at the office. Look, I was in a hurry, and I was hot, and I figured if they didn't want me there, they could just send the maid on over and say, you don't belong here, do you? And I'd say, no, we don't. Get out, and okay. I mean, it's not like they're going to call the police, okay? And it's not like the water is being paid for. It's already there in the pool. Let's just get over this craziness. Anyway, I do what I have to, when I have to. And I don't consider getting in a hotel pool stealing. What are you stealing? You're stealing the coldness. I didn't use their towels. Okay. That's it. That's all I have to say about my insanity. I'm keeping my mind open as to vehicles. I really, 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 really want a Chevy cargo van, but then I start to think to myself, what if I found my piece of land? Maybe I should have like a minivan. The problem with the minivan is twofold. A, there's not much room. B, I can't tow with it. And C, that means I can't get to a show with a good load. And I can't pull a camper onto a piece of land when I'm ready to do that. I don't know. What if I want to pull a camper to Texas? There are some really great RV parks with great prices in Texas. I could be near Rachel. It would be really nice to visit with her again. I miss her. I call her when I'm feeling low, and she always boosts my spirit. You know, it's nice to have a kid like that. Bonnie just seems a little lost right now. Bonnie's the one that has the good job, that graduated college and is living in New Jersey. She concerns me. I don't think she's happy. She sure sounds unhappy. Pray for her. Send out your vibes. Zzz. Remember, Tesla said, if you want to know the secrets of the universe, think in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it on this sticky, hot day. I'm going to turn that big fat AC unit on and hope it lasts until September 1st. I need it. Okay. Bye.